before I get to that, there's something I'd like to tell you about my background. I spent more than about 20 years into advertising and brand building, of which 10 years I spent in a very large company called Julean, where I held some very responsible positions. Now, OIM basically is based in Bombay as such. I've always been a Puneite, and I've seen the way this whole market grows. It's been a typically mom and pop kind of entrepreneurial city, which now is showing signs of moving out of the mold, metamorphosing into a little better professional setup. Now, my entrepreneurial journey started when I came back to India, and I decided to come back to Pune as such. I started asking myself, what is it that I want to do? Do I want to, possibly work somewhere in a company where I could still keep climbing the ladder, but I'll get in Pune as such, or I wanted to make a difference to these smaller and medium-sized brands and give them some professional help. And the second option I thought was a better option for us, and that's what our journey has been all through. So the way the Brand Fiber has been conceived, that if you ever actually go to a website,
Brand Fiber, right?
Yeah,
that's the name, right?
Yeah. The way it has been conceived and the way it has evolved is that we are everything that a large agency is without the hang-ups, of all the tantrums of a large agency. Now, that has held us in good stead purely, and we have nothing to show beyond our work, because we never had any godfathers. We never had people who would endorse us. It's purely from day one the kind of work we did that got us to the door. In fact, one thing which is very interesting is that till about 3 years back we didn't even have a website. So whatever clients were coming only through records. So that's the way we have grown very, very.
Any clients that you think you're not bound by NDAs and to share?
See, I don't know about NDAs as such, but basically, yeah, we do a lot of good work for clients in and around Pune as such. But there are clients outside Pune also. We have done work for in Pune. We've done work for JW Marriott. We have done work for Kirloskar, different offices of Kirloskar. I may not be able to detail the work as such.
That's okay.
But if somebody wants to,
yeah, these are there on the website.
Right?
So that's on the public domain.
Yeah, it's on
in terms of a client list.
Yeah, in terms of this thing, we've done a lot of work for real estate clients in the past, like Pride. Section of ABIL as such,
Right.
Where one of the relatives of ABIL we've been trying to promote.
So now when I look around and I see a lot of people claiming themselves to be an agency,
Yeah.
right? So there's definitely a clutter out there, and especially now that you've learned digital and you want to venture into digital as well.
Yeah.
So the clutter is going to be huge.
True.
Right? So how do you think you're going to differentiate yourself in the clutter?
See, first of all, we've having worked in India and abroad for the past 20-25 years, the information, the experience that one brings to the table, I don't think anybody can match that. I'm not trying to be bombastic, but it's just the fact as such that the repertoire of clients that one has handled, not only me, even my partner out there as such, and a lot of things as far as experience is concerned actually goes in building other people's brands also. So that's factor number one. The other factor.
So you mean to say that your exposure in terms of understanding the DNA of a brand,
Yeah.
right? And since you've been a part of those DNAs over a period of time and created such DNAs also in the past,
Yeah.
right? So that could be one differentiator compared to the new guys, because the new guys might only understand the digital platform,
True.
but they might not understand the
overall
entire
picture, the
overall
journey
marketing.
of the brand.
Perfect, right?
Exactly.
And that's also even my understanding,
Right.
that in the long run, longer horizon, the guys who understand the brand very closely,
Right.
those people who understand how, right, they are going to survive. So that's where you're going to build
So
your.
that's one. The other one is the exposure that one has in different markets. South Asia is one area where we have exposure. We've dealt with clients in the Middle East as
Right.
such, who have offices out here. I've lived abroad. And not just traveled abroad, I've lived abroad. Living is a totally different ballgame where you actually get deep into the culture and understand, how.
So where did you live?
I live in Canada. And,
Okay.
Basically, I've moved around in the US as well as and Canada as such. So, North America is another area which is a totally different ballgame as far as understanding clients and the way consumers react as such. So these are three major areas that one has worked in, geographies as such, which also help in a big way. The other thing that also happens is during my previous stints, I've also worked on very tough clients. One is very tough clients where nobody could handle things, and then it was handed over to me because this guy's a tough guy and maybe he'll be able to do that. So we've been exposed to taking tough decisions and calling a spade as far as clients are concerned, turning around clients and making them see reason. So with all this, I think a prospective client would be in very good hands as far as we are concerned. The fourth thing that I'd say is that we have earned our stripes all around the world. The reason why we are in Pune is because we like Pune and because we settled down in Pune. So the only criteria that we have is that we want to do great work. And that goes by, if you take a look at our website, you'll see the kind of work we have done. We've even won awards abroad. But we don't talk about it purely because, we feel that that's something in the past and it's a future that comes.
That's okay, but then the past lays the foundation for future.
Yeah, it does.
I think the time that you guys should start flaunting those awards, because then you have so many people in the clutter, and then kind of glorifying whatever, but then something which is not even much important, people start glorifying this stuff. So,
And most important thing is we are true to ourselves. I mean, that's the most important thing. If you want to be in business, you got to be true to yourself and you got to be true to your clients, and not give people short-term solutions where they fall flat on their face, you earn a bad name, and nobody benefits out of it as such. Commitment and content as such. So it's pretty comprehensive and well thought out, I'd say, and plus value for money, being in Pune as such.
How do you think the learnings that you've got so far, you would be able to implement them in your business? And if you could tell a little about what you guys do in your business also?
I run a branding and advertising and strategy company where we concentrate on strategy, creatives, corporate identity. Digital marketing is an area where we never really ventured in because we are not very confident. And now the way we work normally is that unless and until we are sure about something, we don't get into it. So having said that, a course like this actually helps create your foundations. Now what has also happened is, in the meantime, we have tried to augment our workforce out there. So there are different people who are doing different things, so that we all are working towards an objective. Simultaneously, in the last 2 weeks, there have been 2 client acquisitions who would want us to help them as far as digital is concerned. So it's all falling into place. That's what I'm saying.
Nice. So you think you'll be able to implement this for them?
Yeah, I think
the learning that you have?
Yeah, and we're also possibly doing a campaign for ourselves digitally, for which at the moment it's in the planning stage as far as creatives are concerned, which would be on Facebook and Google as such.
Okay. So whatever you learn, do you think you would be able to manage it for yourself and for your clients with the learning, or how?
Yeah, I should be able to, but there could be a few hiccups. I'm not saying that everything will be hunky-dory from day one, purely because it's something which is always changing in this field, and you can't be an expert in everything. And having been, let's say, in branding and advertising for so many years, as long as you know the overall perspective and where you want to be, you can always find your way also. But it certainly helps. You're not a blind bat in basically what you're doing.
Nice. So thanks a lot, Julean, and we wish you all the best for your digital, the journey that you're going to start now in the digital space.
Thank you for teaching us. Rather me. There are a few people from my office who might at a later stage decide to do something out here also.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.